we're going to be ranking Dragon Ball fights from best to worst. It's going to be a good time.
Dragon Ball Z boasts an incredible collection of timeless and iconic fights that continue to captivate fans to this day. I couldn't help but think, why not create a video highlighting these epic battles?
Chat predictions, what's the best fight? Predictions on what's the best fight to him, and then what is your favorite fight?
This is part 1 of me reviewing and ranking every Dragon Ball Z fight in a tier list. Before we dive in, let's establish 2 essential rules. We'll only focus on fights between the main characters and the villains they face. No sparring or training fights will be included. We'll also skip any filler fights, so we can concentrate on the most important clashes. Also, the way I'm ranking these will be from S tier to F tier. With the groundwork laid, let's begin.
Let's get to it. Yes, sir.
The Raditz fight takes the first spot and holds immense importance. It completely changes the direction of the series by revealing a shocking truth. Goku is actually an alien sent to destroy Earth. Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz. Goku fights with intense energy, showing his determination to protect Earth and to save his son. Sacrifices are made during this fight, and it becomes a turning point in the series. Let's not forget Gohan's incredible moment in this fight. It serves as a sneak peek into Gohan's immense potential, foreshadowing his role in later story arcs. Personally, I consider it an A-tier battle.
I agree.
Despite it being shorter,
I agree, 100% A-tier. The choreography was cool. The moments, the stakes were extremely high. People talk about Dragon Ball not having stakes all the time. People about Dragon Ball's death not mattering at any time. Piccolo being actively in a fight eliminates that idea. Piccolo dies, the Dragon Balls are gone. This is also an infinitely stronger being than any of them have ever faced at any point in time, to the point where this is the first time, and maybe even one of the only times, where Dragon Ball just goes full-blown JJK mode, 2-on-1, and then it's not one guy just... all right, let me go at him, Kakarot. Like, nah, it's actually a straight jumping the whole fucking time. Obviously, Raditz is a good character in my personal opinion. We only got 5 episodes from him, but personality was there as well. I think every fight, every layer in this fight worked. The only thing holding it back from S is obviously, to be blunt, coolness matters to a degree. Everything was pretty like a send-off to Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball, more than it was like new cool shit, unless you are really a fan of the special beam canon, then go for it.
The fight between the Z Fighters and the Saiyans is legendary in the history of anime. As I mentioned in my previous video, this battle holds a special nostalgic value for me, as it was one of the first times I witnessed such an epic confrontation as a kid. The intensity of the fight and the high stakes involved make it truly remarkable. The Z Fighters find themselves outclassed in every imaginable way, with each hero falling one by one. The fight introduces a new element of suspense. Will Goku arrive in time to rescue his friends? The emotions and losses experienced throughout the battle solidify its status as one of the best fights in the series. Given its exceptional qualities, I believe it deserves a place in the S tier, representing...
that's going to trigger a lot of people. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at S, because Nappa, again, is very much a problem. Nappa touches down, casually plants Raditz about 6 times, kills Yamcha with one of those plants, Krillin using a Destructo Disc and almost cutting Nappa's head in half, Tien's last stand against Nappa, Piccolo's sacrifice for Gohan, Vegeta just standing there like, who's this short kid? Why is he bossing around Nappa? What the hell's up with him? Gohan's rage moments. There's so many moving pieces in this fight. I probably would put this maybe high A, but I'm not mad at S. Everything A to S tier? No, but these two are.
Versus Nappa fight. While it may not be a lengthy battle, it does deliver some iconic moments that fans will remember. One such moment is when Goku unleashes the Kaioken technique, showcasing his incredible power. Another highlight is Goku's decisive victory over Nappa, demonstrating his prowess as a fighter. And of course, we can't forget the famous line, "It's over 9,000!" That's become a popular meme.
Actually, his power level wasn't 9,000, did you know?
As Goku arrives on the battlefield, he witnesses the devastation and loss of his friends. Filled with anger, Goku power surges, surpassing the impressive 9,000 power level mark. With this immense strength, he swiftly disposes of Nappa, leaving Vegeta to deal with the trash. This is an easy A-tier fight for me.
Nah,
the
I think
final
that's too
battle
high.
in the
That's too
Saiyan
high.
saga of Dragon Ball Z, Goku versus Vegeta, is
It's only too high because one, it's a short fight. Two, ultimately at the end of the day, it didn't have really that much of a back and forth. I do like how they implied that when Nappa cooled his head, he was low-key somewhat comp to base Goku. Like he was like, oh no. With the second bro scream, Kyle Kennan was over. I think that's B, even high B, but I wouldn't put that on the same level of the Raditz fight or even the Nappa fight at all.
an incredible showdown between two of the most powerful characters we've seen so far. From the stance of
Anybody that doesn't have this as an S, you are a piece of shit. I am not gonna lie. I don't pull that card a lot, but hey, I don't want you on my channel. Unsubscribe. This is the fight in Dragon Ball. And if it ain't number 1, it should be your number 2. It ain't your number 2, it should be number 3. If it ain't in your top 3, you might be drunk, but it should be in your 5. It is what it is, man. This is one of them ones. Classic fight, all-time anime fight. Perfect stakes, perfect stories. My God, it's a great fight. It's just fantastic. I don't even need to sit there.
this fight deserves to be higher than S tier. So let's create an
My
S plus tier and put it there. In this
There we go. That's what I'm talking about, man. It ain't even on the same class. That fight, you could argue, is the peak of Dragon Ball. I'm not batting an eye, bro. That fight's fantastic.
Gohan and Krillin have just arrived on Namek when they are confronted by two of Frieza's
Alright, this is
henchmen.
like C.
The goons try to press
It's not
Gohan
bad,
and
it's
Krillin,
just
and they end up blowing
no
up the ship.
stakes. You don't really
This
believe in
provokes
anything
Gohan and
outside of,
Krillin to
okay, they're
unleash
stuck on
their
Namek
hidden
now.
power and retaliate. This fight is quite short and one-sided, deserving an F grade.
Damn.
Moving on to the next
Not
battle,
bad.
Vegeta versus Kui. It seems that Vegeta and Kui had
This
some
is definitely
unresolved
C.
issues
Same
off
thing.
screen, and we
Dirty
get a few
fireworks,
glimpses
cool
of their
display.
tension. Kui underestimates Vegeta, thinking he might
Dirty
have the
fireworks
upper
was cool
hand
display, but
because
I'm
their
honestly
power
putting it in the
levels
same
are
tier.
hinted to be
Same. That's
close.
cool.
However, when Vegeta shows his true power, Kui panics and tries to catch him off guard. This angers Vegeta, leading to Kui attempting to
And for any of you guys, wait, so you'd have it in the same tier as the yeah, actually, because this fight's not really all that outside of Dirty Fireworks. Like at least the Krillin Gohan choreography and losing the ship is something. For here, this ain't cracking B or anything. It's just Dirty Fireworks.
flee.
For me, at
Vegeta
least,
catches up to him
it's
and
just Dirty
delivers a
Fireworks.
crazy gut check, followed by an explosion. Overall, it's not much of a fight, but it's satisfying to see Vegeta have some standout moments. I'll put it in C
Good
tier.
shit.
In this fight, Dodoria confronts 3 Namekian warriors who
Another thing,
oppose
that's another
Frieza's
C.
pursuit of the Dragon Balls.
Brutal beatdown.
The battle is
Brutal
quite
beatdown.
brutal, with Dodoria
I get
clearly
this a C too.
overpowering and ultimately killing the Namekians. It's not a particularly memorable fight, and it
Very
mainly
low.
serves
I'd
to
go C.
showcase Dodoria's abilities. F tier.
Oh, what
Speaking
the
of Vegeta versus Dodoria,
Oh man, okay. F is you letting that tier fly. Damn, okay.
they come in contact while Dodoria was chasing after the gang. This fight is also pretty quick, but it does give us the real explanation on how Planet Vegeta was destroyed. We also get more of Vegeta styling on his
this
opponent.
is another
This
low
fight
C.
is slightly better than the Vegeta versus Kui one, but
Yeah.
I'll still put it in C tier.
I think
Now,
no
let's
F
talk
fights
about
have been
the
shown
Vegeta
yet.
and Zarbon fight. It
B.
begins with Vegeta confidently bragging about his progress since his time on Earth, and we see more of his trash-talking nature. However, when Zarbon undergoes a transformation, he quickly overpowers Vegeta, but that doesn't deter Vegeta, as he gets a second chance in round 2 and shows his growth from the previous near-death
combining both.
experience. With a strategic
Okay, well, if we're combining both, definitely B then.
approach, Vegeta manages to defeat Zarbon. Considering the intensity, this fight deserves a spot in the B tier.
I would go B first fight, C second fight if I had to, but if we're combining them, definitely B then. Because at that point, you're giving me the conclusion as well. But the first fight, I'd say B because while Vegeta loses, while we don't get the, oh my God, someone died, at least we get much more interesting dialogue, more mystery in the conclusion. This was just, hey, all right, well, Zarbon, it's time. We all knew that Zarbon was going to die. So the second fight, I would go C. But the first fight, definitely B.
After swiftly defeating Guldo, the gang directs their attention towards Raccoon. This fight serves as the first time Vegeta and the gang work together. Unfortunately,
Wait,
things take a
Raccoon?
grim
If we're
cut.
talking just
Despite
Raccoon?
Vegeta's
Hey.
determined efforts, he is rendered
Just Raccoon?
helpless.
Hey.
Krillin suffers severe injuries with his bones shattered.
Love the
This
Raccoon
fight is a really solid one, but
No way I'm putting this over there. No way. No universe. Only reason I'm upset. It's not that I can't see an argument for this being B tier. I just heavily disagree. I think this is the most underrated fight in Dragon Ball in terms of like, name your top 10 favorite fights. This probably won't be on it, and it should be in those conversations. This doesn't have to be in everybody's top 10. Hell, it just isn't if we include like super fights and shit too. At that point, it's just too many fights. Kaioken debut was cool and all. Come on, though. Come on, bro. Nah.
I'm putting it at B tier since it gets overshadowed by the one after it. When I say Goku is him in this fight,
no, Goku is him. But you think Goku touching down and
the gang on his back
was better?
He one-shots Raccoon and leaves him on the floor like this.
Fire moment.
I'm not gonna lie. Getting slept, then being left like that, gotta be a crime.
This wasn't him moment,
but that's not even the best part. Goku then proceeds to flex against Burger and Jace.
Goku was
initially,
the glorious
he tries
king.
to reason with them, but when it becomes clear they won't back down, Goku shifts gears and becomes serious. He defeats Burger with a similar combination of attacks he used against Nappa, causing Jace to be so shook he leaves his homie out to dry. Jace gotta be one of the worst friends. All in all though, this was amazing to see, and it really showed just how much Goku's training paid off. This fight is going in A tier for me.
Swap this, and I'm not mad at anything he's done. I think this is the first miss. Put Kaioken down, put this one up. You can leave this here, or you could put that down as well.
Now, this fight isn't exactly my favorite. It feels like a combination of a battle and Goku showcasing his power through a long powering up sequence.
This fight isn't
fairly
all that.
quick with both fighters testing their abilities against each other.
I wouldn't even be mad if he says
Ginyu decides to utilize his body switching ability
it's just the body
to trade
switch
places
thing. It's
with
like,
Goku.
oh, shit.
I'll put it in C tier. He heads over to where the next fights take place. Gohan and Krillin.
I like the concept of this fight. I'd have to rewatch it. Oh wait, is this including Jace? Oh yeah, it's including Jace. I could see B, but probably C.
And team up against Ginyu, while Vegeta faces off against Jace. In the fight with Ginyu, it becomes evident that having a strong body doesn't matter if you don't know how to use it effectively.
I like the
as
themes
Ginyu
this fight
struggles
taught.
to fully utilize his new form. The fight itself is not too remarkable. On the other hand though, Vegeta's battle with Jace is more interesting. Throughout the fight, Vegeta constantly taunts and belittles Jace. Vegeta has become significantly stronger. As Jace realizes this fact, his confidence wavers. In the end, Vegeta kills Jace in a ruthless manner. I think this fight belongs in B tier due to Vegeta's fight elevating it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot Nail's fight against Frieza. This fight isn't even close. Frieza just ragdolls Nail the entire
Seeing Frieza do shit like this, I can see C.
time.
I don't think that's F. He might go F.
It's not even close. F tier.
Yeah, I knew he was going F.
Now it's time for the main event. Frieza versus the gang. Let's begin with Frieza's first form against Vegeta. Unfortunately, this fight is even shorter than the one with Nail.
He's talking about literally
Vegeta and Frieza clash as they charge at each other, giving the impression that they're evenly matched. However, that's pretty much all there is to this fight. It doesn't offer much excitement, so it falls into the F tier. Frieza's second form, on the other hand, is a whole different story. The first thing we see this man do is put a hole in Krillin, then proceeds to lick his blood. I don't know what prompted this man to do that, but it added to his sinister nature. Frieza paid a heavy price for that when Gohan's anger surged. Frieza still gets up and almost crushes Gohan, but just when things were looking dire, Piccolo arrived on the scene and turned the tables. With his new power-up, Piccolo gives Frieza the work. It was a fantastic sight to behold, especially considering we hadn't seen Piccolo in action for what felt like ages. I always enjoy seeing Piccolo shine in battles. Anyways, the fight comes to a close as Frieza decides to go into his third form. This fight was intense and had me completely engrossed, knowing which characters would make it out safely.
Easily the biggest fight. This is not the same fight anymore.
Throughout the entire battle. It was a thrilling experience that deserves high praise, earning a well-deserved spot in A tier.
Whoa.
I don't know if this is a hot take.
Yeah, it is. Whoa. Hey. Good. That damn good now. Is it just like if the fight's longer, it's better unless it's a Goku beatdown? Because all of these fights are short. These fights are short. This fight's okay. This fight's medium length. This fight's medium length. We combine the two. These are two Goku beatdowns. This is a longer fight than anything below it. And this is the longest fight on the list. And then Vegeta is the longest fight on the list. And you don't even see it anymore. What the I don't know, man.
Earning a well-deserved spot in A tier.
That's B.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I really do find Frieza's third form quite intriguing. It appears that Toriyama drew inspiration from the Alien films for this particular design. With his new
popular
form,
takes
Frieza
are popular for a reason
overwhelms
sometimes.
Piccolo.
This is easily the most forgettable form. You literally only remember it because of but like every form of Frieza does and or can do that. It's forgettable.
Who had just received a significant power boost. Witnessing Piccolo's struggle, Gohan's anger surges once again,
like literally
leading
where
him
I would
to
place
launch
the same
another
thing with the
powerful
nail
attack. Frieza, in response to Gohan's outburst, decides to undergo one final transformation. Although I do like this transformation, I must admit that the fight itself is rather forgettable. It falls short in comparison to the previous battles and ranks as the second worst, just above the fight against Frieza's first form, C tier. In his final form, Frieza sports a sleeker and smaller appearance. This guy is a menace in this form. He even kills an innocent crab minding his business. The first thing he does, though, is quickly killing Dende, stopping the group from getting revived. The fight intensifies as the gang attempts to confront Frieza, but he effortlessly evades their every attack.
S tier beatdown.
Vegeta joins the battle,
I might even
hoping
go
to
A.
prove that he has become a Super Saiyan.
Now I'll go B.
However, it becomes evident that Vegeta has overestimated his strength, and Frieza quickly puts him in his place. It gets so bad that Vegeta ends up begging Goku on his deathbed to finish Frieza for him. That moment really hits. It's a powerful moment that shows the desperation Vegeta feels in his final moments. The escalating fight against Frieza is truly unbelievable. S+ tier fight. The Goku versus...
Stop right there, buddy. Now hold on now, player. Time out. I'm afraid you got way too much dip on your chip. This is really what fight was longer. That's not even sniffing Goku versus Vegeta. No, not even close. No. If you think Goku versus Frieza, what he's about to get into, fine. You think that, no. I could even hear S if you're big on the character moment. I think the character moment, gun to my head, would catapult it to A, but definitely could see B, considering the choreography is really just Frieza beating the shit out of them, but definitely not no damn S+ top 5 fight in the series. No.
This Frieza fight is legendary and widely known for its iconic status. Frieza unleashes his full power and begins dominating the fight. He appears invincible, putting Goku in a perilous situation. However, with thoughts of his loved ones and Vegeta's powerful words about being the last Saiyan echoing in his mind, Goku finds the strength to continue fighting. He devises a plan to create a spirit bomb, launching it at Frieza and seemingly defeating him. But Frieza returns, severely injuring Piccolo and ruthlessly killing Krillin. In response to this devastation, Goku taps into a power that has been dormant for centuries, achieving the legendary Super Saiyan form. This fight is nothing short of perfection.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Considered the pinnacle of the series and arguably one of the greatest...
Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza is so good, you could chop that fight in half and argue. Crazy pause, by the way. You could chop that fight in half and argue its ass. Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza is crazy good for zero reason.
Numerous unforgettable moments define this
fight
epic
cooks
encounter,
for no
such as Goku's powerful I am declaration.
I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.
I am Alpha and the Omega.
To allow Frieza to reach his maximum power, the fierce, angry Kamehameha, and the list goes on. Without a doubt, this fight deserves the highest praise and stands at the top of the S+ tier.
Wait a minute, so this is in order? Oh, mother time out, not time out. You know what? I disagree, but if you want to have this at number 1, that's fine. You ain't no soul alive telling me this is better. Z Fighters No Goku versus Frieza is better than... No way. I gotta be misunderstanding. No way. He said this sits at the top, so he thinks it's the best. That's fine. Me personally, y'all know I got this fight better. I think this fight is objectively better. Follow up the Twitch, man. We're growing over here. Hey, the TSO memberships are going live real soon. And when I say going live, they've always been there, but I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been the most consistent members, but I thank you guys for your patience. Most of you guys have been renewing the entire time. I truly do thank you all. However, it's time we up the ante. Anytime that we're doing something cartoon related, WWE related, just just random anime talk that doesn't make the channel. Anything we do on stream that you guys are like, where's the VOD? Oh, where's the VOD? I have to delete my VODs for reasons. Those VODs, the videos, all the things we do that can't make the main channel, they will be stored for my TSO brethren, the TSO members, the hymns and trainings, and of course the hymns themselves. The way it's gonna work, it's gonna be like a community link or whatever. It'll be very self-explanatory once it actually launches. I believe it's gonna launch March 11th. We're trying to get a catalog so we're consistent. We build that up. But essentially, become a member if you want to see the uncut stuff, if you want to see stuff that ain't quite make the main channel, but in my personal opinion, it probably should have. But I like to upload everything. I got a team for a reason. Instructions will be very simple when we actually launch it. Like the video as well. Take care, stay blessed. I'm gonna see you guys next time.